morning, everybody. How we feeling? Okay, well, this is the scalper EA is doing really well right now. No hiccups in terms of my entries. Scalping EA is doing what it needs to do. That's exciting. If you guys are excited for the scalping EA that I'm dropping, I'm testing live, right? So I think this can actually be something really cool. And this is working. It's fucking working properly. Our new partner dev is very competent. All right, sell signal. Check the validity of it. Very valid. Sell. TP1 is 111,804.7. TP2 is 11,779.7. TP3 is 11,729.7. stop loss is at 11879.7. Remember to be ready to manage your trade accordingly. Good morning. Nope. We're not waiting. Sell entry was at 11829.7. It seems to be bouncing off yesterday's daily close. So you can have your sell stops at 11829.7. At the moment, I'm only currently looking for buys here. I'm looking for sells, excuse me. How's everybody feeling? Talk to me. Yep, I'm monitoring the EA right now on this live, making sure that it is taking trades, make sure it's moving all stop losses. So every day that we do these lives, I'm monitoring the scalping EA, making sure the trades line up. So the cool thing about this EA setup is one, it's comprised out of multiple TradingView scripts that I've been back testing and utilizing for entry for scalping, and they were converted to MT5 and they're inside the EA, so we don't need to actually put the indicators into MT5. It's just the EA, but I do have the indicator files if you guys wanted to use them, because I have them on my MT5 as I'm watching the trades line up. So I do have those indicator files converted as well, and it's not having any issue. The only issue, for full transparency, as of right now this morning, it is on the trailing stop feature when we have our money management risk in our EA, for example, if you guys can see that. Let me actually check if you guys can see this, right? We have break even after TP1, and then we have the adjust trailing stop. So it's only adjusting one trade. So if it opens three, because I have three take profits open, it only moves one stop loss at a time. So I let my partner Dev know about that bug, and he's fixing it right now. So we're here. This is the Sigma, and I just have this up just to kind of watch a little bit of the price action and momentum with the TSV. It looks like right now it's going to be ranging up and down. It's wicking heavy from the top as well. So I think we entered in a slight chop. So you can continue, because it's bouncing off this daily close, and it didn't close. What I failed to see is that it didn't close underneath. So, but you can see it's rejecting heavy off here, and our stop loss is up here somewhere. So, yeah, you could keep your sell stops at 11,829, and I think the momentum is still going to the downside. With these updating in real time, we still have low volatility, so I still got this trade going here. But I think EA wise, the logic has been cleaned up. It executes beautifully. It gives great snipe entries based on the strategy. So I'm excited for it. If you're excited for it, drop a 1 or a fire emoji in the chat. So yeah. Momentum, structure, higher time frame, and lower time frame are all lining up with sales, so I'm sticking with sales. The system I have over here for my scalping is in sales as well. Just testing it on a demo account for the week. And yeah, so to keep you guys updated as well, I will be pushing out this EA in at the moment to replace the Sigma for the moment. The Sigma, I decided to hold off on that EA, particularly because, as you guys know, we're transitioning. Money Moves Investments will cease quite soon, and it will turn into something else. We're rebranding. And that information and how that transition will work will definitely be relayed at a later date in terms of getting everybody set up. But the scalping EA will definitely, from what I'm seeing and from this morning, will get the job done in that regard for the moment. So we're just waiting for some momentum to kick in. Are you sad about ending MMI? No. Before I was, now I'm not. I learned a lot. It's really nothing to be sad about, you know. I think I accomplished a lot with this company. I learned a lot. I grew as a trader. I learned how to run my business. I learned it forced me to do things that I wouldn't have done just being regular. You know what I mean? The information and the stuff that I've learned was a product of running a business. So now that I know the necessary pieces in order to be successful, I can put all those things into motion and then have it execute. So that way my students and customers are always going to be happy and always going to learn. And I figured out that I just have a passion for teaching. So, you know, I enjoy it. Money Moves Investments was my baby. It will always be my baby. I have a plaque of Money Moves Investments. You know, the OGs will always know MMI forever, right? But, you know, you need a brand that's a little bit more identifiable. Money Moves Investments is directly tied to Dalian King and Mr. Moves. And I'm for business and branding purposes and just for peace, I'm decided to kind of take the brand and disconnect my brand, my personal brand, from this brand, because it's going to fall under something bigger and more meaningful than just my name. Even though I am him, but you know, that's a conversation for a later day. I am most definitely him, but the future is Sigma is something that's going to be something that I'm extremely excited about. So it looks like there's a battle of power happening right now. And I think price will reverse. So you can continue to have your sell stops at 11,829.7, which is pretty much the bottom here. As you can see, it's just bouncing off that daily close, and it's rejecting hard off those step moving averages in that top there. So on the 1 minute time frame, I'm looking at it, it does have the possibility to break structure on that 1 minute, but it is rejecting extremely hard. If I just take this and go to the 1 minute real quick, you can see right here, right, it's rejecting. Well, now it's kind of breaking up. So we may be looking, it's the next hour. So I think it's going to reverse now. Quite possibly. We'll see. But I'm paying attention to the lower time frame as well to make sure that structure keeps intact, but I'm seeing the momentum pick up on the lower time frame. And so that's just something to be cautious of. So we know to either continue to hold this out or exit early, because, and I'll explain why in a second. Obviously during London session, we're already all the way down. New York session starts, is, you know, seem to correct previous session, but I'm also just going with momentum, right? I'm just doing what the algo tells me. Strategy still tells me I'm in a sell. We're bouncing off this daily close, yesterday's daily close currently. So that's why we're seeing a little bit of support, but we're also seeing resistance. We're sandwiched between the weekly and yesterday's daily close at the moment. So we're just seeing which one is going to break through first. And it's a possibility where it can break up to the upside to correct past trend and just reverse. So let's be wary of that. But you see price is still rejecting off that top there. So you basically have this resistance and this support. Price is just in this sandwich right here, and it just needs to break out to either side. If it breaks out to the downside, you have a clear, you know, from entry, you have a clear 110 point gain here. And vice versa for the buy. If it decides to break up, going back up to that daily open is like 86 points, 90 points to the next zone that I have drawn up here. Yeah, the market is definitely ranging. So I don't want to force any trades, really. I'm just watching out. Honestly, if there's any buys though, I'm not taking them. So at least not at the moment. We could see some loss of momentum happening here. You can see this, getting that buying volume coming back. So if we're looking at here, you can definitely take the buy scalp early. If we're looking at the toolkit over here, right, this is the 1 minute time frame. I got out of that sell position once I saw it close and break. You can definitely take it back up to 11.9.8. Long position here. Boom. 30 points underneath. But I wouldn't be taking any long-term sell buys, so that's why I'm gonna just stay out until I see a good sell that I want to take. Structure's not lining up with any buys at the moment. You'll be just scalping towards the upside. Yep, listen to the EA. You know, so this is that daily right there. So if we continue to get that push, that's where direction we'd be going. Oh shit. Gotta make a call, guys, so excuse me. So yeah, we got a serious range, right? And this is all it is. So basically, if we take this 4-hour candle, it's gotta break out this range. And it looks like it's still gonna break out to the downside. So I think it's finally gonna go. It may not. This is the lower range right here. So you can play this very simply, right? Structure is obviously down, but this was excuse me. Yeah, the selling pressure is looking really good. So, you know, this is London. I'm gonna take the time to, you know, basically teach. This is London, right? And I want you guys to see something. Because it didn't look like we're gonna have a valid trade for a minute. At least for like another hour or so. So I want to take this time just to teach whatever I possibly, you know, I can. All right, give me 1 second. All right, so that's the beginning of London, and you're gonna see something. And I'm ask questions. You guys that can answer, so you guys understand patterns. Because the reason why indices are actually easy to trade, guys, it's patterns, right? And you're gonna see these patterns happen a lot across very volatile assets. Especially the assets that trade well during their open. I mean, pretty much they all do, but like, you know, your Bitcoin, your crypto, your US 30, your NASDAQ, right? You're gonna see a natural pattern. This is the open of London. What happens? You get the break, right? You're in a higher high, lower low, right? Indecision, momentum candle breaks up slightly, right? This traps all of those traders that get in and think they're gonna go up to the top side, and then what happens? Reverse. Then it continues into a lower low, makes a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now we're at the beginning of New York session. Beginning of New York session is now where you get the momentum from the session, though we all know that 6:30 open that happens right here, right? Because it is also a zone. We already created this lower low. Price comes up a little bit, came, momentum candle, right? Rejected from the top. We got that big spike down, right? We got that big spike down, created a sell signal. The reason why I take the signals is because I have good trade management, so I don't be tripping too hard when these signals come out and they don't fully go in that direction, because sometimes you get a TP1. We got TP1 out of this. I actually did. You can see TP1 actually hit on this candle, but you know, sometimes it does continue in that direction. You never know. So I take the trade anyway, just lower risk. But sometimes it allows me to also exit early, because what you're seeing now, especially in this situation, is we have our weekly open and weekly VWAP hovering above, and then that yesterday's daily close acting as the zone. And then coincidentally, this is the 4-hour candle that I have drawn up as a zone right here. If give me a second. Right, so let me just change the background. So this zone that I have here is the 4-hour candle high and low, right? And we're on the 5-minute time frame, so we're just getting that multi-time frame top down. And this is just the zone that we're in, right? So we're just rejecting. Even though market structure is saying that we're in a downtrend, we're seeing the possibility of a pattern, right? London session open, it spiked up, fake out. You know, if you believe in smart money concepts, right? Grabs all the retail traders out, and then it, you know, takes it the other way. Now we're seeing in New York session, breaks out one direction, and then once that, let me see when the 4 hour closes. It closes in 3 hours, so you can see that, you know, it's a very indecisive candle. And then we already have this imbalance here on the 4 hour, on this candle here, and up top as well. And you already broke structure here. Right, you broke structure here, boom, boom, but you haven't broken overall structure. This is a whole untapped imbalance that we can attack, and we're aiming for once price breaks above. So now we go down to the 5 minute again, and you can target all of that as soon as you start creating some higher highs, right? So we break underneath here, and now we can see the possibility of momentum trying to catch within the next hour or so and start spiking up to the top side. But the possibility is always there that we're also seeing long rejections from the top. Every time it hits that top, you get a long, strong candle down, and then when it rejects from the bottom, these are like these slower, ugly momentum candles up to the top, right? You got this one, but a long rejection from the top. You got this one that didn't finish. None of these bullish candles are finishing strong, which can also tell you that we're mostly in, you know, feeling more selling pressure than buying pressure. So in terms of that, I mean, like even with this candle, it spiked up strong but rejected even harder, and it's closing weak. So this is all indication, on top of the fact you're using your oscillators to detect momentum, that we might be more in a selling environment. We're just stuck in a zone that price gets stuck in a lot. If you look to your left, does that make sense? Does that make sense to you guys? So like you have all these possibilities, but at the end of the day, it only goes one or two ways. And you're just trading breakouts at that point. Really, when it comes down to it, it's all just trading breakouts and getting, you know, just getting in the market at the right position at the right time. So, what was it, minute 47 in that candle. So yeah, so you can see here, you also see to the left, this is a very congested area. So backtesting, well, yeah, but these are things that you have to backtest, and I'm telling you what to backtest. Look at the open, right? Look at the open of your session that you want to trade, and then find your own average pip range, right? So like when I was backtesting, I told you guys I backtest, and then I see where price goes for the most part. Like for example, if I was backtesting NASDAQ on the 5 minute for the Sigma Algo breakout range, if price weighted here, I will mark up the past hour candle. So I would just go, I have this line here. It was this line here, and I'll just mark up the last hour candle high and the last hour candle low, right? Then drop down to the 5 minute. And see, this is where I was. Oh, it was this candle over here. And no, this is where I'm playing in. And wait for the breakout, right? So, and then measure how many pips on average across 100 trades, 500 trades, whatever. It's gonna take time, but once you come up with that sweet spot, it's undeniable at that point. So, All right, so I give you guys my trade analysis. We're gonna be ranging for a little bit. It wasn't one of those strong days, right? That sell stop never activated. So, and we're just ranging. So we're really just going from either this top or this low and waiting for that breakout. So I don't want to keep you guys here. You know, right? Oh shit. You might be seeing something interesting here. That's also another thing, you know, if Monday moved well, we already know the next day tends to range, so. I'm looking at the 1 minute time frame. Seems that we got a little bit of a momentum spike. It's all equal highs at the moment. Right, so we look at that 1 minute, you have nothing but equal highs. Boom, like straight across here, you're just seeing rejections. You can see it continues to reject off that area. So yeah, we're just seeing a nice little range right here. I'll be active for the morning. Yeah, we're gonna revisit tomorrow. There is no real trading going on today, and if the breakout happens, you guys will be the first to know within the Discord. Cool. Drop some fire emojis if you learned a little bit of something, even a little small. And I'm back, you guys. All right, I had to take some time off just to kind of reestablish a few things, right? Get some things in order, especially this freaking EA. All right. Showed you guys the scalping. It's working. I just need to fix that stop loss issue, and you guys will have something really, really fucking cool. All right, like really cool, because the thing works. It's easy to back test. It's not a lot of moving parts. It's not a complicated system to understand, right? So yeah, I'm excited for it because I'm watching it work in real time. It's trailing stop losses. It's getting in at precise moments and exiting at even more precise moments. So I'll catch you guys in the Discord. Just let you guys know also, right? We are going to be moving Discords. I'm not keeping the Money Moves Discord. We're making a brand new Discord. And there's a lot of bots in my Discord. All right, there's a lot of fake profiles of me. There is a lot of is a lot to delete basically, because if you're gonna rebrand. So that'll happen over the next few weeks. But you know, I'm just gonna keep throwing that bug in you guys' ears so you guys know. So when it happens, it doesn't catch you off guard. All right. So much love to you guys. You guys already know I love you to death. Thank you for jumping on. I'll be on same time tomorrow. But I'll be in the Discord letting you guys know about any trades that I am taking this morning if a trade does present itself later on in the session. Cool? Drop a 1 in the chat for me if we're on the same page, or a fire emoji. Let me know that we're on the same page. Yeah. It's 23 of y'all in here. Where all y'all at? There we go. There we go. Let's bring this community back to life. I want this community to thrive even without me. You get me? But yeah. All right, guys. Much love. I'll catch you on the Discord if anything.